What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Chasing Tails. In this episode, we're headed back north to Illinois where we're hunting with our friend Jared at JM Outdoor Ops. This is our 2025 turkey hunt this year that we did in April. Myself and Ski went back again. We had a great year. Again, we saw a bunch of birds. Ski killed one first morning. I may have missed one first morning, but I rebounded and got one on day two. Great trip. Let's jump into the episode. Well, we've made it to Illinois. We made it to the lodge. We're going to hang out tonight, get some stuff ready, and we are going to be hunting tomorrow morning. See how it goes. So we had set up on a group of birds that we had found that first afternoon when we got up to Illinois. We went and scouted, found a big group of turkey, had probably 3 toms in it. We went in, got in there, set up. We got a little too close, we think, because we realized once the sun started coming up to where we could see that the toms were kind of right above us. So unfortunately, when they flew down, they hung up in the timber right there, and they ended up moving out to the field, and they moved away from us. So instead of messing those birds up and trying to get in front of them, we came back out, punted, and went to another option. So once we left that property, we started headed back towards the main property, and as we're driving down the road, there was a group of 5 toms with a couple of hens that were literally in the ditch. They were on the wrong side of the road for us, but we had the opposite side of the road, so we made the loop, parked on the property. We came up from the opposite direction, hitting the timberline. Luckily for us, a group of hunters were driving down the road, and they stopped in the road to look at the turkeys. We thought there for a little bit that they were going to shoot at them, but they never did. We were able to get them across the road. They came up. Only one of them came in range, and that's the one that Ski shot that y'all just saw. Once he shot, the other ones hightailed it out of there. We didn't have an opportunity to double. We wish we would have, but we didn't. So it was a good time. Next time we're going to try to double. Next time he sticks his head up. Oh shit. Yeah, kill him. Kill him. So once we got Ski's bird down and taken care of, we moved off to another property. We saw some turkeys. They were out in the middle of a field. We made a move on them, went through the timber, came up to the edge of the field where the turkey was at that we saw. We kind of made it behind a hill and went up that hill. We got to the top of that hill, and he was probably out there at 35, 40 yards, but he was just over the crest of the hill and couldn't really see him in that grass that we were laid down in. We called a couple times. He started coming our way, but he held up for some reason. And then right there at the last minute, he turned to our left, his right, and started walking, and that's when we realized there was 2 more toms that had come from that direction that we didn't know were over there. He was headed towards them, so I kind of rushed a shot, and you see in the video that I blew through that vegetation on the ground, and then everything else was above him. He flew off, took off. We tried chasing him down. He's going to live to see another day. He made it out of there. Sometimes you miss. It's what happens in hunting. So after that miss, it was close enough to noon, which you can only hunt till noon in Illinois. We went back to the lodge and grabbed some lunch, took a little nap, and then we went out scouting that afternoon to a spot that me and Ski had never been to. It was his personal property that he owned. He went out there. We sat out till dark. Once it got dark, we hit some owl hoots, and man, they started firing off all through this area. This was different than what we're usually hunting over there. This was more of a wooded hill area. I wouldn't call it a mountain, but it was a lot taller than the normal flat, small rolling hills that we'd been hunting. But I think we heard at least 5 or 6 different gobbles in different areas. We kind of found where we thought the closest one was. He said he had a ground blind there that we could go sit in that next morning. So that's what we did. We got up the next morning, went in there, snuck into that ground blind when it was dark. Worked out perfect. They never saw us. We caught some pre-roll of this bird up in the tree. He reacted every time we made a call. We knew he was there. He knew there was something up there he was going to check out. He flew down. Well, when he flew down, he waited for the rest of those gobblers. And then some hens showed up. They all hung up in the timber there. We couldn't ever get them up out of that hill onto that power line that we were sitting in. They ended up working their way back down the timber and up the opposite ridge. We got back to the truck, tried to go around that way, but wasn't quite sure where they were going to show up, so we went ahead and just exited out, went. Walked back there. He said, "Man, we've got some birds back here. Hit a call. 2 of them gobbled. They weren't far. We sat down quick, and it was, it wasn't a matter of seconds." And here's the video for that hunt.
Shoot him again.
So the video turned out a little blurry just because of all that tall grass that was right in front of us and the sticks and stuff, so the camera wouldn't quite focus where the bird was at. He gobbled. He came in beautiful. It was 30 yards. I made the shot. He took off running a little bit. He was definitely hurt. Went ahead and just did the ethical thing. Put another shot in him. Ended it right there. The other gobbler that was with him that was out in another field, we tried to get on him for the guy that we were with, Jared, for him to go ahead and fill his tag. But he was hung out in that field with the hens, and it wasn't going to happen. So we backed out, took our bird, went back to the house, cleaned it up. So that's going to be it for this episode. Turkey season for us in Illinois was great. When we got back to Arkansas, kind of the same as normal. Opening day, like I saw in the video on Facebook, we kind of had some storms roll through that night, had a tornado blow right through where we were at. So turkey season for us in Arkansas wasn't great, but that's all right. We look forward to going back to Illinois next year. It's always a blast. Jared and everything he's got going on up there, y'all check him out on his Facebook and his Instagram page. He's got a lot of birds up there, and he'll get you taken care of. Again, I appreciate y'all watching. Subscribe to the channel. Like us on Facebook. Like us on Instagram. We are already in the swing of trying to get stuff ready for whitetail season this year in 2025 here in Arkansas. We've got another trip booked for Missouri. Headed up there to see Cody. Man, we're excited. I'm ready for deer season. Mason is over the hills ready for deer season. He's already asking about trying to shoot a couple deer. He wants to shoot with a crossbow again. Now he wants to know if he can shoot one with a gun. So we're going to be practicing all summer, getting him ready for shooting again. I look forward to seeing y'all again. Thanks for watching. We'll see you later. Another tale in the books.